All right.
Going on, man.
Oh, Thursday night preview.
Yes, sir. It's a big one too, man.
This is, man. Hey, listen, I got to be honest. Usually Thursday night football sucks.
I know. But
First
this
game,
one,
Bills, Rams. This one, Chargers, Chiefs. Man, they're
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
do something with this.
I'm ready. I'm looking forward, man. So, first off, we're gonna start with the Chargers, man. What you expect from the Chargers? Justin Herbert in that defense.
I think Herbert needs to prove that he can play against big competition. Like Mahomes is his rival kind of in this division. He needs to show that he can show out. He did last week. He played against the Raiders, got a division win. Now he needs to do it against the top dog that's been running it for the last so many years. And that defense, J.C. Jackson's back tonight. Yeah. Everybody's healthy. I mean, we're going to see.
I'm with you on that, man. The Chargers, I feel like this is a statement game. Even though it's early in the season, this is still a statement game for Justin Herbert. Like, this is the type of game he has to win, and that defense to prove that they are contenders, like 100%. Because I see Justin Herbert having a big game, but I just like I don't know. We'll see. We'll get to that in a second. But I see him having a good game though.
I mean, they do this. They're up 2-0 in the division already, have the division lead, and it gives them that much more confidence.
Right.
It boosts them up that much more.
Right. They hungry. They smell blood.
That's right. And they need to keep that momentum. Keep going.
Yeah. But after what Mahomes did last week, like, does it change anything? Like, does it change anything for you, or still the same?
Mahomes showed that he didn't need that superstar receiver. He spread that ball around like he was a sprinkler in the yard.
Everybody, I think the water boy and the towel boy got a catch.
They all got a ball. They all got one. You want a ball? You want a ball?
5 touchdowns. The defense was strong. I mean, listen, I expect this to be a battle.
And there's a key injury for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Their field goal kicker.
Yeah.
Bucker is not playing.
Yeah.
Bringing someone from the practice squad. If it comes down to that, he misses an extra point, a field goal, that could cost them the game.
Well, the way that they looked last week, all he got to do is make extra points.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Make those extra points.
The whole thing with Mahomes now is they're using Clyde Hilaire correctly.
Like they're supposed to be.
Like last year, they didn't do that. They kept trying to hand the ball off. Like they need to use him in this passing game because that's
you got to get a lot of touches in the passing game too. Yeah, you got to kind of balance it out.
He got two receiving touchdowns last week.
Yeah, he can do that all season. He can be a bigger part of the receiving core than the actual receivers that he has. Like, that's a safety blanket at all times.
It's like Kelsey, but
like,
again, he's your running back.
Yep, that's what I was getting to. Yep, just like Kelsey.
Juju showed up last week a little bit. Sky Moore had a couple receptions.
See, the thing is, when he spread it out to everybody, that allows everybody to get involved because you can't key on one or two people.
You're not doubling anybody.
Yeah, so you got to get these guys catches. Like, you have to throw them the ball. And Patrick Mahomes, he threw a couple sidearms, and you know how he do. He gets down. He played like he on the playground. So I'm definitely going with the Chiefs for sure. But I think I think Herbert and them can pull it off, man. I really do with that defense. Bosa and Mac. Bosa and Mac, the line, it's going to come down to that offensive and defensive line.
And that's another key thing for the Chiefs because this is all new line. So whether or not, because they redid it last year, but again, they still had a lot of problems last year keeping their line right. Now, Bosa and Mac take advantage of this. It could be a world of hurt from Mahomes.
If Bosa can stay healthy and a couple guys can stay healthy and they don't have a lot of injuries, I fully expect the Chargers to have a top defense. Turnovers and all of that. Like top three, last week they did a great job. Bosa and Khalil Mack. They had like 2.5 sacks apiece.
Mack had 3 sacks and Bosa had 1.5.
Yeah, something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I just saw it. Just came up literally right before you said it. Came right up on the TV.
Yeah. There's gonna be more of that though. I think.
And it's because you can't double team one side of that line.
Now J.C. Jackson got to stay healthy. He coming back, so he got to stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, man, that secondary is crazy.
Darwin James back there.
Man. Yeah, they got a crazy secondary that can hold down the fort. Because Mahomes went crazy. He threw 340 or 360, 340, I think it was. Yeah.
And then you had again. There's offense on both sides. This is it. Everybody. Someone said to me earlier today, said it was going to be low. I'm like, it's not going to be low scoring. This game can get high. I mean, but if the Chargers defense plays how they need to play, it could be lopsided at some point. But again, now the Chargers are missing Keenan Allen tonight. So that's a key offensive weapon.
Key. Yeah, that's key. That's But I really don't see this game getting lopsided at all. Not with Patrick Mahomes on the other side of the ball. I'm sorry.
There might only be a handful of punts in this game. Again, it all depends. It all depends.
So how many touchdowns you think Herbert will get versus Mahomes? Like how many touchdowns you think each quarterback will have? Passing. Not rushing, just passing. Say it again.
They both could have 3.
They both have 3.
It's not just the wide receivers. They both use their running backs now.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
And Clyde Allaire.
Mahomes might have 4 though. Might go with 4 with Mahomes.
It can be up that high.
Because Mahomes, that boy, he different on that field. I'm not even gonna lie. If he keeps this up, they gonna do some big things.
Listen, this could be one of those games that we love to watch, and they go into that 5th quarter.
Well, it's a division game, so it's a big game for both teams, regardless of what's going on. It's a big game, regardless. It's a statement game for both teams because these are the 2 teams, along with the Broncos. But we seen what they did. They coaching. I don't know about because they coaching. They coaching is not
that coach, but he came out and admitted it at least that he was messed up.
Yeah. So that might be a good sign. But I think these 2 teams, this is both times that they play, it's a statement game.
Well, yeah, because it's a division game, and then you're going to see each other in the playoffs most likely. But again, fighting for that division spot because the Raiders, they were supposed to be a part of this. Now they look rough. They got beat up last week. You got to see how this is all going to work. Derek Carr didn't know which way to go because he was getting hit every which way.
Their line looked bad.
That line looked horrible.
Yeah, their line looked bad. So that's what it's going to come down to tonight with that line. Like Joey Bosa and Khalil, how much damage you think they got? How much damage you think they're going to do?
I mean, I feel like they're going to do double sacks each. I feel like they're going to get back there.
Damn, you think they're going to get him like that?
I think so. Throughout the game, I think it's going to come. They'll get that one sack that'll be where he's scrambling and he goes down or something on his own. Like not that sack that they actually force. You know, that sack that they just count as theirs.
Yeah.
But they're also going to get a hit off on him. They're going to tee off on him at least once.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I definitely give them 1 apiece for sure. But two is realistic, though. 2 apiece is realistic.
I mean,
with Bosa and Mac.
Where are they coming?
Yeah.
He's going to be on a quick count right away. Bam, get that ball out. They can't be
See, that's the thing. That's Mahomes. He does that, though. He can get that ball out quick. Like that's a part of his game, a part of his arsenal.
But see, then that's why I like that they got J.C. Jackson now and they re-signed James because that secondary can make sure they hold.
They had no choice. Yeah, they had no choice. If you don't re-sign James, you lose the bulk of your secondary in one player.
Yeah, that safety is huge. That safety position with him is huge.
Him being the safety is huge.
Yeah, he coming up there and smacking somebody or staying back and playing coverage.
Yeah, the fact that it's Darwin James, because he can be a linebacker, but he can cover the field. So you know what I mean? Like that's just a big thing. So I'm looking for him to have a big game. It's a big game for all of them. I'm looking for him to have a big game. JC not so much because he's coming back from injury, but you just never know.
You know what that injury was? It's just an extra bone that some people have on the back of their ankle.
Yeah.
And they went in there, and they took it out, and that's all it was. They just went in.
So hopefully he good then. I mean, I don't know. I never had that, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's an easy procedure. He was back at practice. He practiced all, as soon as it was over.
Yeah,
so he was good to go. It was just a matter of.
So I want to see what he do and how he look, how healthy he look out there playing, because he's a key to that secondary as well.
He definitely is, and again, he'll hold whoever in check. And then again, you got James flying around the field, whether he's up on the line, sitting back in coverage, fake blitzing, whatever he does. I mean, that's just huge. That's huge.
But they better not play a lot of man-to-man. I'm telling you that right now. They get caught in that man. They can play what they want, but if they get caught in that man-to-man without a safety up top.
I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of burners, though.
But I think, that's what I know. That's what I was like. I think the inside of the field is going to be open.
The middle.
I think the inside of the field is going to be open. The flags, whatever, just the inside of the field.
Yeah, like the middle of the field, right, right between the hash marks.
I think that's where both quarterbacks can make their bones, especially Patrick.
That's where Kelsey eats. Kelsey eats right there.
Patrick Mahomes. That's what I'm saying. And then
across the middle,
like you said, they using him as a receiver now. He gonna eat. I think the middle is gonna be
Clyde Allaire. I mean that's where James comes up.
Right.
Bring that safety up and just get ready to hit somebody.
Keep a man over the top because you really don't have to key on one guy or worry about one. No double teams. You can play man to man, but don't get caught slipping at that wrong time because that's when it gets bad for you.
Yeah, you don't have that speedster.
The man at the wrong time, it get ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't have that speedster and Hill anymore. So
right.
You don't gotta try to
worry about that, but
you don't gotta try to bump him off the line and then let the safety take him as he burns past. But
once they get to the other side of the field, 30-yard line, 40-yard line, then you got to start worrying about that deep pass because they don't have to be burners. Once you get to the 30-yard line, fade over the top, something like that. Just don't get caught slipping. That's all.
Don't fall asleep out there. Don't do what the Browns did for 2 plays and let Baker feel like he was in that game.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, don't get caught.
They lullabied their asses to sleep, and then they kept looking at each other like they did. Who did it wrong?
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
That's the thing about the offensive line, like for the Chiefs, that's going to be key because Mahomes, if he can run around and get you out of your pocket and get you out of what you're doing, you're going to get beat a lot. It's going to be a lot of open receivers. All that stuff's going to happen. So they got a key on their man. Whoever you got, guard that guy.
I think that's an important key for both teams. Defensive lines, how they affect the quarterbacks. Because if either one of those quarterbacks sit back there and are able to just be comfortable,
it's going to be bad.
The ball's flying everywhere.
Yeah, it could be a 40-40 game by the end. Both of them scoring the 40s and somebody win by 1 point or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So, they definitely got – both teams got a handful tonight.
This is going to be a wild game, and I'm going to love to watch some of it. It's going to be great.
Yeah, this going to show me about Herbert. It's going to show me. It's going to show me who he really is because this is –
show you about this whole team if they're really ready to take that next step.
I ain't worried about the rest of the team. I'm worried about Herbert on offense. I don't care about the defense for sure, but Herbert on offense, I ain't worried about nobody else. Because for one, he playing without Keenan Allen. So this is really, if you can win without him against the Chiefs, and they just came off that game last week, they confident as ever. They feel we don't need Tyreek. We good. You know what I mean?
Well, Chiefs did that. Allen was hurt most of that game last week, so he won that game without him too. So
pretty much,
I mean, a different team all around, but
the game plan don't involve him at all this week. So they gotta. I want to see what he do. You got to show me. Everybody keep a lot of people picking him for MVP and all this, which I'm not even mad at you if you pick him, but you got to show me that.
That was my pick.
If he go out there and go crazy, I might lean that way.
I mean, because look, the last 2 seasons, he's the first player to ever have 30 seasons back to back like that.
Right.
I mean,
again, as a youngin,
he could play. Now he's got the young guys. Josh Palmer will be out there. You need to use Mike Williams. He didn't really use Mike Williams last week. But
I know he's slipping on that one.
Well, yeah, that was crazy. And he did it with tight end, and Eckler was involved, and Sony Michel even showed up and was there running the ball. I mean, that was crazy.
Hey, if that's what he got to do, manage the game and win. If that's what you got to do, because Herbert is the type of quarterback that can beat you with his arm.
Yeah.
But if he has to manage the game and dink and dunk, use the running back, all that, then hey, it is what it is. As long as you get the win.
Listen, he's that man you can put out there. He'd be 4th and 21, and you're going for it to go win that game.
Yeah. For
did
sure.
It last year. Literally did it last year.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
he went for it on 4th and 21.
He got it in him, but he facing Mahomes though, man. That's the.
Man, I think that's gonna
hype it up. That's that dude, man. Like he facing Mahomes, man.
I think that's gonna hype it up big time. That's gonna bring.
He got to go out there. He can't turn the ball over or none of that, because I'm gonna tell you one thing: Mahomes is not gonna do is he's not gonna turn that ball over a lot. He might get a one, but he's not gonna turn that ball over. He don't do that.
No, I don't think either one of these guys really do that.
He better
that's
not.
Why
Herbert, you better not.
Sides is going to be the pivotal of this game. Whoever can create the first turnover, I think that's the game starts to sway.
Yeah,
you got to capitalize on that turnover. You got to go down there and score.
Defensive lines is going to be key. You can force turnovers, and because if them interceptions, that's all got to do with that line getting pressure and all of that. Unless it's them situations where they just throw bad passes, whatever. But
yeah,
the defensive lines and the offensive lines is how you win games. Whoever got the point of attack. If my point of attack is stronger than your point of attack, I'm probably going to win this battle.
If you win the trenches, that's who wins the game.
The trenches. It's always winning the trenches every time, every game.
All right. So what's your pick? What's your score and why?
I'm going with the Chiefs because I think Patrick Mahomes is he going to be too much. The offensive line looked great for the Chiefs. They protecting him and making sure he got time. The defense looked real good. I don't think Herbert's a big threat to the Chiefs defense, but I think he can get it done. But I just don't think they're going to have enough. So, I mean, their defense is great. So, with it being Mahomes at the helms of the Chiefs, I'm gonna go 31-17 Chiefs.
Dang, you kind of blowing out, huh?
31-17 Chiefs.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Chargers, baby.
LaDainian.
Knock with the bolts.
That's that guy though. Top 10 running back for sure.
Oh, Danny said he wants a shootout. It'll be an exciting game. But yes, I'm gonna
go. That's what I want, Danny. I want a shootout too, man. But I'm just, I don't know, man. What you got though, Mike? Same thing.
I'm gonna go with the Bolts. I'm gonna take them. And I think the score is going to be, I want to go 24-21, but I'm going to take it 28-24. And I really think, again, it's whoever the turnover is where it's going to come.
Yeah, I mean,
you saw the Bengals had how many turnovers, and they still could have won that game.
You ain't have to do that, though.
What?
You ain't have to say the Bengals had.
No, I'm just saying, but that's. I'm not trying to say that towards you. I'm just saying that's a case. Everybody says whoever wins the turnover usually wins the game. Well, the Bengals had how many and almost won that game?
You ain't have to say it again, though.
I mean,
no, you're right, though. You're right. No, you're right. You're supposed to do that. No, you're right, though. I agree. You're right. Turnovers. Yeah.
I really think that's what it's going to be. The turnovers will be key. Whoever falters first, I think that's who wins. If no one falters, again, we're probably in for a fifth quarter game, and we're going to see how it ends that way. But that Harrison Butker injury, that field goal kicker injury to Chiefs, that's going to come up big if it comes down like this.
As we've been seeing since they moved that field goal back, that extra point back, we've seen how it's been. That field goal kicker is an essential thing. We saw it last week. Now you making me do it with the Bengals. You making me do it now.
But you could have said with anybody, the Steelers, the Bengals,
Steelers,
Denver.
I'm not saying
all of them. There was so many missed field goals, and you can go to college with it. Field goals missed everywhere.
Yeah.
It's an insane
thing. The
thing.
kicker is essential, man.
It is.
The kicker is usually the guy that scores the most points on the team by the end of the season.
He really is. Rack all that up. 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. Yep. Sound good to me, man.
So that's what it's going to be. You got the Chiefs.
Yep.
I got the Bolts. Again, we'll do our normal podcast tomorrow. So everybody, listening to that.
Make sure
subscribe, like, follow. Be here for tomorrow night. You'll love the show as always. And we'll talk about all the weekend festivities.
Stay involved, man. Stay involved.
Yes, comment. I'm glad Danny showed up. Starting to be able to comment.
Danny Baker out here.
Be a part of this. Be a part of this. But again, like, subscribe, follow. Tomorrow we'll do our normal podcast. We'll talk about the weekend, college, pros. And yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow then.
See y'all tomorrow, man. The Man Cave.
The Man Cave.